Welcome to the Smiles Are Wild channel, brought to you by Pediatric Dental Associates and Orthodontics. My name is Amy Morgan. We will be bringing you fun and educational videos weekly to help you take better care of your child's oral health care needs at home and on the go. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to see all of our new videos. And remember, it doesn't really matter how you take care of your teeth as long as you take care of them from the beginning. So for today, we just kind of want to talk about the lovely Halloween that's coming up. So obviously Halloween's coming up this year. That's going to look a little bit differently as far as how we can trick or treat, things like that. So candy, may or may not be as much as it used to be before. But I do have some statistics I want to share, which is very, very in particular to dental. So it just says that you've heard it millions of times that candy and sugar are bad for your teeth. They cause teeth to rot, but is it true? Well, almost 600 million pounds of candy is purchased every year for Halloween. So I'm not sure what that number will be this year, but pre-COVID, it was 600 million pounds of candy. And then the average American is consuming 3.4 pounds of candy over the Halloween season. So in all, your little trick-or-treaters would technically be consuming approximately 3 cups of sugar when they get home and start going through their bag of treats. And that is a lot of sugar. So one thing that we really want to stress on with this is why sugar is so scary. Like, okay, you're telling me not to eat the candy, but why does the sugar cause all of these problems? So we went directly to our favorite resource, which is the American Academy of Pediatric Dentistry. And they had a very great little paragraph on their page about this. And so I'm going to just read that directly to you. It says, to understand why candy is so harmful to your teeth, it helps to think about how cavities form. When you eat sugary and starchy foods, sweet crackers or sweets, crackers, bread, anything like that, the bacteria in your mouth feeds on that. Then the bacteria can turn and start producing acid, which then erodes your tooth enamel and causes decay. So while acid is technically the real culprit in causing cavities, sugar is its partner in crime. So you're basically feeding that bacteria more resources to cause the acid breakdown and to cause the erosion on your teeth. So that is why it's so important to make sure that we are during any normal times, we're limiting our sugar intake, brushing, flossing, all of those things. But those things are even more important to make sure that we're taking care of those, especially going into the Halloween season, which then leads to Thanksgiving and pies and seeing grandma and all the sweets and then Christmas. So even though those things may look a little bit differently this year, we want you to still be concentrating on making sure that you're taking care of your family's oral health. So we have a few tips. We know we still want it to be fun for kids. We still want it to be a good time for the families. We think right now, especially in the time that we're in, that getting out with your families, being able to go trick-or-treating, being able to do the things in your community, drive through trunk or treats, things like that. We think that's very important. So we don't want to take the fun out of it for the kids. So we have some tips that may help you still be able to celebrate those things, but still also have a win in your house as far as your oral health care. So basically it's going to break down to 5 things, but I do have a little bit of a thing I want to talk about, which is to limit the amount of sugar has with your teeth. So beware of sticky candies and hard candies that aren't sugar-free. Sticky candies like caramels, Laffy Taffy, candy corn have a tendency to really stick to your teeth and stay there for a long time because they are harder for saliva to wash away. So it's kind of like when we talk about gummies and things like that, they're just going to stick there all day, and then that they eat a sandwich for lunch, that bread's going to stick there and it's just going to keep adding to the issue. Hard candies like hard caramels or Jolly Ranchers also keep sugar swishing around the mouth. The longer the sugar is present in the mouth, the more time that bacteria has to feed. So again, what are some things that we can do as parents to promote healthy teeth during this supposedly going to be fun season? So one, obviously, then this is technically an oldie but a goodie, is to make sure that you are brushing and flossing. So wash and rinse away the sugars and bacteria from your mouth after you're done consuming that Snickers or that Reese's bar or those gummy bears you got. Make sure that you are continuing to practice good oral health care and brush and floss. This may even include introducing a, second, third, and fourth, time of brushing. So you say, yes, absolutely, you can have that candy, but then I need you to immediately go brush your teeth and floss. Okay. Specifically to what kind of candy it is would determine whether or not they actually need to floss at that time. And then number two is be aware of how much you are eating. Most of us really tend to graze at this time with all the candy laying around. So even grazing, even Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, we tend to be grazing the dessert line or all the snacks and things like that. So a Butterfinger here and a Baby Ruth there, it all adds up to more sugar and more food to keep that bacteria producing what it wants. Okay. So try to avoid some of the grazing, especially with the sweets. And then number three, which isn't always as fun, but could still give your kids kind of the fun factor, is to try to introduce sugar-free candies. So hard sugar-free candies are actually beneficial for your oral health this time of year. These candies can actually stimulate saliva flow, which can help wash away some of the acid in the mouth and prevent dry mouth, which can allow plaque to build faster on teeth. So again, you think about the peppermints, the butterscotches, things like that. You can find sugar-free versions of that. I realize that's not as fun as like the sour gummy worms and things like that. But everything in moderation, and we'll get to that part. Then number 4 is to make sure you're drinking more water. This kind of seems like this is all we're ever talking about is brush, floss, and drink water. But the truth is you want to continue to be washing out your mouth. You want to continue to be just rinsing out your mouth, keeping bacteria out of there. So drinking more water is not only healthy for your overall body health, but it's also really, really good for your teeth and your mouth. And then number 5, which is one we fully support, is to make sure you are seeing your dentist. So try to make sure you get in for a good cleaning, especially during this holiday season, to keep your smile looking great in all of your photos, but also to give your teeth a break after all the sugar and treats you are likely to consume. So again, just make sure that you are keeping up with your regular checkups. We know right now there are a lot of questions around whether you should come to the dentist or not. We can assure you here at PDA&O that we are taking all the proper precautions. We've had parents just complimenting over and over just how well we are prepared for this, and we are social distancing. We are making sure that we are taking care of your family's oral health care. We feel like it's very important that you not slack on that during this time, because oral health care can actually lead to other health problems. So just keep going with those 6-month checkups. If you are missing an appointment, like you haven't seen us since COVID started, then technically you have missed your 6-month checkup. So give us a call today. Go ahead and get on the schedule. Even if you can't come like right now, we can schedule you at a different time and get you in, but at least you're on the schedule, and that way you're not missing that appointment. And just for those of us that are here locally in Northwest Arkansas, you can call us at 479-582-0600, and we'll be happy to get that appointment set up for you. If you're going to be a new patient, we're also accepting new patients of usually around 14 or 15 years old and under. But if you are not locally and you're not a patient of ours, please, please, please contact your dentist. Get in for that 6-month checkup. It's very important. Dentists across the country are doing everything they can to try to notify their patients and their patient base of how important it is to continue to take care of your oral health care, especially during the pandemic. Cleanings are essential, and we fully believe that if you can just keep going with getting those 6-month checkups, that in the long run, your health care will benefit from that. So that's the last thing I have. So I'm going to go over them really quickly again. So we have 5 things that you can do to still be able to let your kids have fun with the candy and Halloween and all the Thanksgiving and all the Christmas that's coming. So number 1, obviously brush and floss. And I did say maybe introduce another session of that per day. Be aware of how much you're eating and try not to graze. Eat sugar-free candies if possible. Drink more water, and then visit your dentist. And again, if we're not your dentist, that's totally fine. Here at PDA&O, all we want is for you to find a dental home and get your child in for their regular 6-month cleaning. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and go visit us on SmilesAreWild.com.